Around 5 years ago, I thought it'd be a great idea to buy a previously repaired Category S salvage BMW M5 as a project car for my channel. When I bought it, it had a boost issue, the panel gaps everywhere were horrendous, and the whole car had been painted the wrong colour. Over time, we repaired the boost issue, we had the car fully restored with the aim of getting it looking like it would have looked on the day that it left the factory. After spending in excess of £20,000 on the car, 5 years later, we managed to get the car fully complete, and I arrived at my car event, C63 the Event 2024, in my stunning factory spec BMW M5. But there were still things that were bugging me, so it was either spend more money or put it up for sale, and I feel like the time has come to cut my losses and part ways with the M5. So I advertised it for sale as an unfinished project, and a subscriber on my channel reached out to do a deal because he's interested in buying himself a project car.
Right, so this is a very interesting video. Behind me I've got Kai. Behind Kai we've got my M5, we've got C63 AMG, and we've got a subscriber to the channel, Charlie. Good to meet you, Charlie, man. Good to meet you.
Very good to be here.
So Charlie's put down today with his C63 AMG. He wants to try and get a deal done with me with my M5.
That's the plan.
And there's more of an interesting story about you that we need to speak about as well.
There's definitely a backstory that we could go into that's interesting. Yeah.
Cool. So let's get into it. We'll head over to the C63 and see if we can get a deal done.
But yeah, so obviously he's been trying to get rid of the M5 for a little while.
Yeah.
And I saw a post on Instagram, the MG, you know, offering that and a bit of money on top, thinking that you wouldn't reply, but you obviously did. So I feel like you make your own luck, and that's why we're here today. So.
And I love that. And when we spoke on the phone, so I think you sent me your number. I said, I'll give you a call. We spoke on the phone. And you said to me that you'd had a previous YouTube channel during lockdown? Through
lockdown, yeah. So it was created purely out of boredom, really.
Yeah.
So I was about 15 or 16, made compilation videos, motocross basically, motocross base. That's my background. I've done it my whole life. And it was pure out of passion to create that channel and the interest of it, and it blew up over lockdown, probably an 8 or 9 month period. You know, went probably up to, it was over 30,000 subscribers at the time.
That's amazing.
And overall views, probably 8 or 9 million.
Really?
So, genuinely, some of the videos blew up. And I do have a few photos, but I tend not to look at them because it's just like, oh, so frustrating.
So why is it frustrating? Where did it end?
I think it's just the opportunity that it was and how lucky I got, and then to lose it overnight.
So you was recirculating other people's, not other people's content,
well, it was regenerating other people's content, cutting it up, putting it behind music, just compilation videos that everyone does see on YouTube.
Yeah.
You know, but there were the select few that didn't like it, and you know, they put copyright strikes on the channel. So it was 3 strikes and then it's gone. And it was overnight like that, gone.
So
and that was it. And I was 16 at the time, and I'm just, you know, of course, making money from ad revenue. So I wouldn't have known any better. But
it's good though, because it gave you a taste of it. So how old are you now?
21. Just turned 21.
You just turned 21?
Yeah. So off the back of the YouTube, that allowed me to buy my first car at 15 or 16. It was a Ford Ranger. I'd done that up through COVID in plans to take my test and put the bike in the back for motocross.
Oh, perfect.
But I ended up couldn't get insured on it. Had to sell it. But through doing it up, I actually made some money in the process. And that kind of went on and on and on to buying and selling cars as a bit of a side hustle.
Okay.
So work full time, and on the side buy and sell cars as you do.
So you've grown. So you've grown from that to you've obviously done a few cars since then.
Worked my way up, yeah. So
how did the C63 come about? Again, because I guess it was a deal when you bought it.
I was actually getting my hair cut, and my barber's in town runs a car wash as well, and this was a car that they had, and they knew I'd buy and sell cars, so they suggested it.
Fair play.
And here we are today. So I've had it about 8 or 9 months.
Oh, you've had it a while then?
A little while, yeah. It's definitely cost me some money in fuel and tyres.
Fuel on these things, they've got to be saying that ain't no better on fuel, but yeah, they've got to be one of the worst things ever on fuel.
You don't buy it for fuel economy.
You're spot on.
It's for fun. It's purely for fun. So yeah, it is a big toy in a way that costs a lot of money.
So when you bought it, it's a salvage car, yeah? It's categorised?
Cat N, yep.
Was it damaged when you bought it, or did you buy it fixed?
Bought repaired.
Yeah.
So I've been told it was repaired by main dealer. It was a driver's wing that was crashed. I think it was a T-bone, replaced, and that was it. Just a bolt-on, bolt-off job, and you wouldn't know.
Such a shame that they've basically wrote it off because of that.
Basically.
Because so many cars have the same damage. Yeah. Like, often, and you never hear about it ever again. You know, it's perfectly normal for a car to have a bit of paint.
If it was in different hands, obviously the owner would have replaced it themselves and not gone for insurance at all. Yeah. Which is easily enough, you know, it could have been done. But yeah. But there you go, it is what it is.
So, mileage, how many miles has it done?
99. We'll have a look exactly in a minute, yeah.
Okay.
So.
And spec-wise, so it's a normal C63 AMG?
It's an Edition 125. Yep. It's not the comp pack or performance pack, so it hasn't got the LSD in it. It's an open diff. The wheels, I don't think are standard. We've got parts link, 24 at work, so you can get the whole spec list off it.
Okay.
And apparently it came with 19s.
Okay.
And these are 18s, but they are genuine Mercedes wheels.
Strangely, and this is, I don't know if this is going to be a bit of an unpopular
Well, I personally really like it. I
think they look really cool.
I mean, compared to the multi-spoke wheels that you typically see on these, I think these almost give it a bit of a facelift.
Yeah, they look, because they're not very common with these wheels on. They almost look, I don't know, honest and original.
But it's got the carbon inside and out from factory. It is flaking annoyingly, the clear coat.
Yeah, and it is on the wheels as well. So that's a couple of little bits that he's doing.
But I've got the full spec sheet for you to go through if you want to. All
we can do that. Yeah, just pop that open.
Yeah.
That's it. You're just almost about to hit 100k in it.
Pretty much, yeah. But on the whole, it's a very clean, tidy car.
It is nice. I love them. I know I say it a lot on the channel. I do love them.
You can't go wrong with them.
So your channel. So the reason why I wanted to touch on that is because that you was on a good roll. Yeah. And I think it shows a lot about you as well, because even you've said you've sort of dabbled with buying and selling cars. Yep. You've done your own YouTube channel, which you did make a success of. I know it didn't go quite as planned, but you've proven that you can do it. You've got it in you to be. You're clearly a creative.
I still got something off the back of that YouTube. Whether I have it today or not, which
doesn't matter.
I don't, which is a shame. But I feel like if without that YouTube, I may not have even been here now. Because it gave me that kickstart.
Yeah, So, well done, man.
Well, yeah, you got to try.
But with you, what you've achieved so far by 21 years old, it's incredible. And when I spoke to you, I thought, I want to get this guy down, and I really wanted it to work for you. I wanted to do a deal with you. So
I appreciate that a lot.
Let's try and make it work, man.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
The C63 looks lovely so far. Like visually, it looks good. I'm happy with the way it looks. You've driven a couple of hours today, so I'm guessing it drives all right.
Of course, yeah.
Is there anything wrong with it? Anything I need to know about?
So, like I said on the phone, the windscreen has a pretty nasty chip. There. The rear pads are pretty low. The wheels could do with a bit of clear coat, or refurb, of course. Yeah. The wing mirrors as well, there's clear coat peeling. Basically everything you'd expect from a car with 100,000 miles on it. Yeah. Nothing out of the ordinary, really.
It ain't too bad considering the mileage.
It's not too bad at all.
Even saying too bad, it's really clean considering the mileage.
I mean, I think a lot has to be said for main dealer servicing. Yeah. And it is, from new up to pretty much current day, it is all main dealer. Yeah, which is wicked. Yeah. So on paper, it's a categorised 100,000 mile C63 AMG, but on the flip side, it's got 2 keys, service history, and it's
full work history. Pretty much. And it's a clean car. Yeah.
I mean, so the only problems I've had with it was the radiator went, which I was able to fit myself and get it through work. Cost £80. For a Nissan radiator, I think the brand was. And then the 2 front lower arms went, which apparently are known for going. Yeah. And it's main dealer only, and it cost £800 for even on trade.
That's ridiculous.
£800.
That is ridiculous.
Which I have the invoices for. It's literally, a lump of cast alley and 2 bushes.
Oh man.
It's terrible, but it had to be done.
And what did you do for work?
Motor Parts Direct.
Which is why you got the jumper on, yeah?
I thought I'd wear it, yeah.
My
boss would be happy. I've got to make the man that pays the wages happy.
Yeah, well done. That's good. I love that, yeah.
But it works hand in hand with buying the cars and selling them.
Of course, because you can get parts.
Exactly.
So you're doing mechanical work yourself as well?
Yeah, so I'm qualified as a motorcycle mechanic. That's my trade and qualification. But obviously you get your driving licence, you start dabbling in the cars, and at the end of the day it's all nuts and bolts.
Yeah, of course it is. It's all the same.
So yeah, you dabbling in all that stuff, fixing your mates' cars and looking for work. And my problem is I've got to learn to say no. With a full-time job, it's very hard, because you're going to bed at 10:30 every night, and then you're up at 7:15.
It is, but do you know what? It's character building. It's all about cramming as much as you can into a day. Yeah. Because one day, for most people, is 9 to 5. But if you're getting up a couple of hours earlier and doing a bit in the morning, then doing a bit after work, then you're doubling, you're maximising. Yeah. Especially when you're young like yourself, You ain't got nothing. You want to do what you can. Get on it, man.
No mortgage. I'm at home with my mum still. So
perfect.
Do it while I can.
Make the most of it. Absolutely. Yeah, so obviously, the story behind the M5. Yeah. I think I've had it nearly 5 years? I've had it a long time. Yeah. I've spent a crazy amount of money on this car. Yeah, we're basically where we're at with it now. Well, obviously, I've done a video on it recently. Yep. I've put it up for sale because we're always stacked out with work. I want to get the car back to him. He's like, Cal, the first port of call is, because it smells like it's over fueling. Yep. The first port of call is we put stock cats on it and put a stock map on it. Yep. And then we can start to learn or start to understand what's wrong with it. Yep. I'm basically saying I'm done with, 2 things. 1, I'm done with spending money on this car. Yep. And 2, if I give it back to Will, I might not see it again for
another 6 or so months.
Definitely. Yeah. My priority at the minute, I'm gonna say my priority, but my priority was with his time is getting it spent on my M3 Touring. I want to get that car done. This car, it needs love. It does need work.
Yeah.
It's got a scratch screen on the inside.
Yeah.
What else did I say was wrong with it? There's a rattle on the door.
There's a rattle on the door you mentioned. Yeah.
Yeah. So when you close this door, it sort of rattles.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you close it,
it's a little,
it's silly stuff.
little vibration,
but
it does run how it should.
I've driven.
You've hardly done anything.
I've barely driven it, but I reckon I've driven maybe 100 miles in it since I got it back.
Yeah.
And it's been fine. It's been fine.
Yeah. Would you be confident I could get it home with that?
100%, you'll get it home.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. We took it to the car show in the summer, didn't we? And obviously that was a nice moment. We got it. You know, I drove around in it for a bit at that point. We drove it there, drove it home. I drove it around that week. And I done the video to say, look, I'm done with this car, basically.
Yeah, what's next? I feel like that's a very good alternative to this, because it's still a V8. It's and there's a good story behind it.
There is a good story behind it, but I think what I've kind of been looking for is we've had a lot of interest in this car.
Oh, yeah, I can imagine.
And I didn't want money for it.
No.
I want it's one to get a part exchange, and because it's better for the channel, we can do like a final video on it. But also, I want it to go to someone that could potentially continue the story.
Yeah, which I think I'll be mad not to be honest. I've already got, my head's
got some
turning.
ideas.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
So when I first spoke to Charlie on the phone, I said to him, Charlie, I think what you should do to make the most of this opportunity is set up another YouTube channel, because this car, it is a project car. It does need some love. Luckily, he works for Motor Parts Direct, so he can get his hands on some parts.
Yeah.
And he's handy with cars himself. The car, there's still a journey ahead for this car, without a doubt. There is still a journey ahead. It's essentially, it's an unfinished project.
Yeah.
But the majority of it's done, and it's such a nice thing. So if you could set up a YouTube channel, have you done that yet?
I haven't. I mean, I do have an account.
So you're gonna.
So it's ready. It's there.
You're filming a video today. So you've got your cameraman Elliot over there.
We've done a few bits, yeah.
So providing we're both happy with the deal, we'll talk about the deal shortly.
Yep.
We'll go for a drive in the pair of them as well.
Yep.
You're going to do a collection video today, yeah? Of collecting your new M5.
In theory.
Calvin's Car Diaries shed, yeah?
Yeah, exactly. Where's the plate? I thought that, though. Where's the plate?
No, the plate ain't coming with a car.
I'll buy it.
He wants the shed plate. And I'm going to link your new channel below, because I want this to be a good opportunity for you.
Yeah.
One, I hope the car is brilliant for you.
I hope so, yeah.
But two, more importantly, I hope we send you on a new journey with another new YouTube channel, and I hope this one you use only your own content, don't nick other people's content, and you make something good of it,
Absolutely.
And your first project on the channel is going to be the M5, all right?
It's not bad first car,
mate. That ain't a bad way.
First YouTube car, We'll see how it goes. Like you say, you got
see how it goes.
Yeah,
I've got all the receipts in there from VRS and everything. With most of the stuff we've done to it. Obviously, the bodywork's been done at Dark Side. What should we do? Should we drive?
It's entirely up to you. I feel like drive that first if you're happy.
Let's drive this.
Because that's what's ultimately the most important.
We'll go for a quick drive in this.
Yep.
And then we'll end the video with going for a spin.
Do you want to drive?
In the M5.
Mate.
Yeah, let's do that. I'll drive.
I don't know. All the paperwork in here, if you want to flick through it later on.
Yeah. Let's do the usual trusty car vertical check.
Yeah.
Did you do your checks when you bought this car?
Yeah, I did. But yeah, catting. I'm not entirely. I think it was 2020.
Because I was going to say, sometimes a lot of cars during lockdown, they just categorised them because the inspectors weren't going out to visit cars because they were furloughed or working from home.
Yeah.
And obviously not interacting with people. So this might have been one of them cars.
Okay.
So this is the car vertical report here. As ever, I'll link car vertical in the description below. Use my code CCD to get a discount. And this is exactly why you need to do car vertical checks. So you can see the mileage is all good. It's got no finance on it. And then damage. Here we go, category N. And it was, this is April 2023.
Oh, 23 then.
I said, it wasn't long ago at all, was it? How long, you said you had it 8-9 months, did you?
Yeah, I'm sure it was February, December time. Yeah, I'm saying on there when the logbooks were swapped over.
Yeah, so it's 2012, September 2024 was the MOT. Looks like it failed. That's just, was that when you had it, yeah? Yeah.
I had it MOT that failed on tyres.
Yeah. And then you've had it since January. So
right,
you've had it
February,
right at the beginning of the year, yeah. Cool, and then the one on the M5.
Yeah.
Mileage, again, looks almost identical. Damage there. Scroll down, category C. That was back in the days when it was C and D.
So that's structural.
Yeah, it's basically the same as Cat S, yeah. But as you know, the whole car has been resprayed. Like, I don't know where the damage was, but it was probably all over.
Yeah,
but at least it's been
done right now.
It's been repaired once and then repaired a second time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and then price. So, how much are you hoping to get for this? What's your asking price for this car?
15 would be great.
15, okay.
I paid 13 for it. Probably a bit steep, but again, getting back to the impulsiveness.
Yeah, does sound like a lot of money. Let's just go back to here.
But obviously, you're wanting 18 for yours.
Yeah.
I'd like to get what I pay back for this.
Yeah, so let's just look at the valuations. Yeah, so you paying 13 grand for this. The trade value of this here, this car, with not being categorised, is £12,300. So you definitely massively overpaid for this car. Yeah. But then you bought it 9 months ago. There's probably been a bit of a book drop in that time, and
potentially.
And you probably bought it, you know,
with my heart,
with your heart.
Not my head.
Yeah. Cool. Let's go for a little drive in it.
Yeah.
So I would say that's a little bit lumpy on idle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so I did a service on it, including plugs. So full service, plugs, all the filters and that. That's about 2,000 miles ago.
Okay. Yeah. I've had a lot of these cars, and I know they do not tick over like that.
Okay.
So engine management lights just come on.
You're joking?
Yeah. It's literally just come on.
You'll plug it in.
Yeah.
You're more than welcome to take it for a drive still.
I'm just thinking what the best way forward is.
Okay.
Let's just go for a subtle drive up the road.
Yeah.
And see what I think it is just from driving it. We can plug it in and see.
Yeah.
What do I do for a job?
He's a good lad, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a good boy, yeah. He likes coming to work with me as much as possible.
Yeah, right. So what was it? I suppose he's would be still in school, wouldn't he? What
year
is he in?
He's in year 6.
I mean, it doesn't seem too long ago that I was in year 6.
I was going to say, yeah. He's not.
Time does fly.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah, he's nearly 11, so
right.
10 years younger than you.
Doesn't sound a lot, does it?
Nah, I know, it's weird.
Really, in the grand scheme of things.
Nah.
Does sound like this.
I really like these cars. I've always been a big fan. I think these are probably my favourite Mercedes. It doesn't feel like it's misfiring when you drive it. It's just.
It does. It runs absolutely spot on. It really does.
I've got a feeling these Edition 125s have quite a serious common engine issue. I can't remember what it is, but I remember VRS having one there for months. Yeah. That they eventually, I think they put a new engine in there. But then I say that sounds well dramatic. It could be something small, like as of anything.
Yeah. I think if it needed a new engine, you'd know. Just based off the way it drives.
Yeah, it's driving well, bar the dodgy tick over, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which isn't.
I mean, you'll boot it if you like, you know.
Yeah, if I do that, we'll watch the video and he'll moan at me. Go on, mate, you gonna go? Or are you gonna bottle it? Go. Yeah, he always said.
Don't worry about that.
I think they were bibbing at the Skoda, but the Skoda was nowhere near him. Yeah, he always said. That's a bit over the top, isn't it?
Was a bit.
So have you ever? Has it come on since you've had it? The engine management light.
I mean, I would say it's, but it hasn't for a long time.
Okay.
I've had it plugged in before.
Yeah.
It's a bank one running lean.
Okay.
Which leads me to believe a lambda sensor.
Okay.
Which makes sense. I didn't mention it because it hasn't happened for a long time.
And it's just it
would happen now, wouldn't it? So
yeah, that's all right.
But plug it in and see what it says.
Yeah, we'll plug it in and see what it says. Hopefully it's the same issue.
Yeah, but like you can, you know, it does drive absolutely spot on.
Yeah,
Just done a 2-hour drive in it, so. But other than that, all seem happy?
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Come jump in the other side, yeah?
I don't blame him.
Let's go.
It's a big car.
It's a very big car, isn't it?
It's a big car, yeah.
Sofa.
What was your first impressions of the car when you first saw it?
The size of it and the paintwork.
Paintwork's good.
That's the thing. That's the two things that pop out to me.
I was saying to you, I remember the first day I collected this car from Dark Side. I was like, wow.
Yeah,
it looks so good.
Well, it was funny. The day we spoke, was it Friday we spoke? Or last Friday or Saturday.
Yeah.
So I went to the pub. I just it is loud. It is loud.
These suffer with injectors,
Yep.
oil stem seals, which Will said before that could be the issue.
Yeah.
What else did we just spoke a bit off camera as well? What other?
Well, potentially fuel pumps.
Yeah, they
But
have.
you just don't know. I mean, I had an M135i, which I mentioned, and that had faulty injectors, and it was a lumpy idle, and running a bit rich. So the similar issues.
Yeah.
But I do smell the fuel now. But
You can smell it.
yeah,
And it's just like, yeah, it's not dripping fuel anywhere. It's not
No.
dangerous. It ain't
No.
like it's all good from that point of view. But it's
just something to keep note of.
yeah, exactly. It's
Yeah.
where it needs sorting. Whatever that problem, there's a problem there somewhere.
Yeah.
And it needs looking at and needs dealing with.
Yeah.
They do obviously suffer with bottom end issues. These engines.
Well,
this
the bit-
doesn't have that. I'm not saying like we've.
Not saying it's never going to happen, but
Yeah.
it's not a known fault.
But I don't know. Years ago, I bought one of these as a part exchange car from
Right.
Mercedes Benz, and we literally picked it up, got in it, started it, and you could hear the bottom end rattling.
I see it on a video actually.
Yeah,
Clear-
so-
yeah, terrible.
That's another common issue. These
I mean, it does
engines.
sound smooth.
Smooth.
Yeah.
Yeah. So from that point of view, even like it's ticking over fine. Honestly, it
Yeah.
drives really well.
It's a big car.
It's a big car.
I mean, like it makes the Merc look small.
It does. Yeah. I was gonna say they're quite comparable in some ways.
Yeah,
then
but you see them in person, and
it's just massive. I suppose the E-Class would have been more like this
yeah.
in the Mercedes world.
So this is all automatic, yeah. Just go.
Yeah, it's just in auto mode, and then you've got the
That heads up smart, isn't it?
heads up's cool,
That's
isn't it?
really
You like that?
So smooth.
It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
It's tidy as well. Like obviously, it's not done loads of miles. It's a
No.
tidy because it's been off the road for so many years. In fact, if we look back at the car vertical check,
Yeah.
you can see
I mean, it's spent
It's
half
just-
of its life sitting. Isn't it?
just sitting around. And in the time that I've had it, it's been at dark side for ages. Then it went to VRS for a couple of years, and
Yeah.
it's just been, yeah, it made its way to 15,000 miles by 2016.
Yeah.
So it's only a few years older.
And that was about around it was repaired, wasn't it?
That's when it was
Damaged.
crashed, yeah. Which was that was when it was 2016. So yeah, up to the point where it was crashed, it done that many miles, and it was repaired, and they obviously continued to drive it.
Yeah.
And then that's since I've had it, since 2020. It's just not,
Yeah, they ain't done anything.
they ain't done anything at all. So, is that an M135i?
That was a 140.
That was it.
Just first exit.
Yeah. Gearbox is spot on it as well.
Real smooth, yeah. Yeah, I was going to say that.
I think they're pretty good on these anyway. The DCT, aren't they?
I mean, overall, like, they're not really known for massive issues, these things, the F10s. As far as I'm aware, I don't think.
Only the bottom end issues. That's something
Right.
they are very well known for.
Right, okay.
But yeah, and that is a nightmare.
Yeah. And is
But-
that like the pre-facelift and facelift? It was the initial
No, I don't
one,
actually
but-
know. I don't know which.
It's the same on the Merc. The pre-facelifts, they'd have the head bolts would stretch and they'd blow a head gasket.
Yeah.
They were known for that. Can I open it up a little bit?
Yeah. Do you know, I think we might put a new windscreen in this.
I think you did. I was going back watching the videos, and I think you did mention you changed it.
We've done so much to this car. I can't. Even the wheels have been done. It's obviously had new tyres.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just
Okay.
thousands. Like that one there. Oh, battery, £220.
Yeah.
100 quid there. That was the MOT.
Yeah.
Fuel, O-ring, gasket, spark plugs, some other gasket. Oh, it's had an injector. There you
Oh,
go.
okay.
£1,043.
Okay.
Straight down.
Yeah.
847 quid. Fuel pressure regulator.
Right.
Parking brake switch. That's that. That was £95.
Just for that there.
Yeah.
Cool. It's the little details, though, isn't it?
Isn't it? Cam sensor. So it has had quite a lot of little things. I say little things. A lot of stuff. This here,
Yeah.
£5,000. Look. Headlight, near side headlight, headlamps. Another one, £2,300. Wiring loom. Oh, because there was an issue with the wiring loom, so they sorted that.
Right. What's that with the lights or?
Might have been. When was that though? That was in 2020, so I can't even remember.
Right.
I can't even remember.
Yeah.
Chain tensioner. This had a belt as well.
Yeah.
Bosch fuel injector.
How many? Just the one?
just the one, but there was another one just there. It's had loads, but at least that tells a bit of the story for you, doesn't it?
It does, yeah, like you say, it follows on the story. But no, it's smooth.
It is smooth.
Just driving it, yeah.
So we've just got so you're basically saying you want to give your C63.
Yeah.
So I've got this up, I want 18 grand for this.
Yeah.
You'll take 13 grand for yours. So you want to give,
that's my like,
that's your bottom line.
absolutely bottom line, because that's
So you'll
what I
give
paid for the car.
your car plus £5,000.
That was the initial thought, yeah. Yeah.
But then yours has got a running issue. That was on the basis that yours didn't have a running issue, wasn't it?
Yeah. My initial offer was 5.
Yeah.
And that was just like, oh, you won't even get back to me. And you did. So then it was like, wow. Like, okay, let's go into it a bit more. So obviously this has got, it's got the fueling issue. The rattling the door I'm not particularly worried about. And the screen, I think, was that?
Yeah, scratch screen.
Yeah.
I wanted to retrim the steering wheel. Again, it just never got done. I can't believe I use Control Customs. They just do wheels for me as and when I want them done. It would have been a simple case of just posting it out. We just never done it.
Yeah.
I never really liked this carbon on the steering. The reason why I don't like it is because when you press the buttons, it's kind of bit.
You know,
it's a bit irritating.
But it's not supposed to be.
It does look neat, I suppose.
Yeah, it looks alright.
The overfueling issue, stock cats is something that I wanted to do. Will said, like I said earlier,
just out of choice.
Yeah, he wanted to do that first before he done any investigation on whatever this issue is.
Yeah.
And then the driver's door rattle.
Yeah,
that is it. I want to go back and just Google, do a bit of research on Google on what this cylinder 5 misfire could be on your car. Let me do a little bit of research now.
Yeah.
Let me show you how to fix a cylinder. And that's funny, it comes up in one of my videos when I search it.
Is there any sort of service logged on the MMI?
Can't remember. Just the one. 1,700 miles.
But then it's not far off the current mileage anyway.
And yeah, VRS have done loads as well. So the engine management light come on a couple of weeks ago. I was running 100%, changed the spark plugs and cleared the code. The code came back on, changed the coil on cylinder 5 and cleared the code again, and it came back on. Can someone point me in the right direction? So have you changed anything around the cylinder, like the misfire? Have you repaired anything along those lines?
I've done the plugs purely on a service, not because I thought there was ever an issue. Okay. So it's never been a concern to me at all. But I did the plugs anyway, just to know where I stood as far as what had been done to it. It was just a service interval, really. I didn't do the coils. Because
you could, it said here, swap the coils from one cylinder to another.
See if the misfire moves,
So it could be a coil, couldn't it?
I mean, if it was anything alarming, it'll be doing it while driving. I mean, then I would say that. Yeah. I think we both know what the crack is. If there was a significant problem with the car, just down on straight. Yeah, go straight. Sorry. Yeah. If there was a significant issue, it would run terribly. Yeah. It's just a lumpy idle. It's a punt for me. Okay. It's a punt for you as well, though. I think one thing I would say is it's a gamble on both sides. Yeah. Innit? Yeah. And it's a very similar situation we're both in. Yeah. But I feel like, mine's got full service history, 2 keys. Yeah, yours has got a lot going for it from that point of view. Yeah. And this has got nothing going from that side of things. Exactly, it's got no history, it's got one key. When I bought it, it was the car, the key, and the logbook. That was it. Yeah. Which a lot of the cars are that are crash damaged. Yeah, they are. But it's been a good story for me, and I'm happy. It'd be good to continue on the story. Yeah, it would be good to continue the story. So yeah, it's had loads of views, so it's been good for the channel, and it'd be nice to just see the journey continue. And I suppose for you, you need to get rid of your C63 if you want to buy it. So yeah, I think it just comes down to that final number. I think it's just got to be £5,000, isn't it? Do you want to give any more? Is that what you're saying? I wouldn't give any more, regardless of the situation, because that's all I've got at the minute to give. Your car, yep, plus £5,000, yeah. Do 4.5. No chance. No chance. Are you serious? £5,000, yeah? That's fine. I feel like the opportunity that comes along with it as well. And we'll touch on that as well. So we're going to link your channel, because by the time this video goes live, you're going to have your channel fully set up. You would have filmed yourself a first YouTube video as well, collecting this. We've done bits and pieces, yeah. So you can upload that video probably at the same time as you upload this video. So plan to, yeah. Anyone
that's watching this now can go and see that video, and then they can watch your story, and I'll watch myself as well to see how it unfolds with the issues.
I think it'll be good to do. I mean, I've told my mum that I'm buying a 5 Series BMW. I don't think she knows it's a stage 2 M5, but I think a couple of reaction videos would be good.
Yeah, that'd be jokes.
I definitely want to get it on a dyno.
Yeah, get it on a dyno.
Get it on a dyno. Do a video on that.
Yep, do that. See what power it's running or not running even.
Well, we'll see. It'll be good.
It'll be good. It'll be good. And then I think it needs a fresh sort of set of eyes on it and fresh head on it, and just go through it, man. Get these last little bits done, because it'll be such a nice thing when it's finished.
I mean, cosmetically,
it's done.
Minus steering wheel, it is absolutely spot on.
It's lovely.
The paintwork's incredible.
Yeah, it is.
You know,
Darkside's had a load of compliments in this video.
Yeah,
they deserve it. They do such a good job.
Yeah.
So
just stick it where it was.
We'll put it back round there, and then we'll do some.
That M3's alright, isn't it?
You like that, didn't you?
That's alright. Yeah.
We are so happy with the M5, aren't we, Kai? Sorry, the M3 even.
Yeah.
Loving it, M3 touring. Cool. Done. Right, guys, change of plan with the C63. I kind of bought it and thought, what can we do with this car? And I've decided I want to just give it away on Planet of Dreams. So it's going to make a wicked price, but it does obviously have an issue. Now you can see I'm stood here in our unit, and the car isn't here currently. The Mark 8 Golf R is here, which is getting given away tonight on Planet of Dreams. If you're watching this video after Sunday, then it would have already been given away. But the C63 is now up for grabs on Planet of Dreams. But obviously, before we can give it away, we need to get it repaired. The reason why it's not here currently is because yesterday I went and dropped it to VRS Performance in Northampton, and they're having a look into what this issue is. We will get a video on the car at some point over the next few weeks, so look out for that. And in the meantime, head over to the website, get your entries in. Obviously, if you're a dream catcher, I'm very, very grateful for your support. Thank you very much. It is you guys that enable us or allow us to do wonderful stuff like this, the Golf R, and of course the C63. You're already entered. But if you want to sign up as Dreamcatcher, it's £9.99 a month. You get 10 entries to the C63, to the Golf, if it's still available, and any other car and any other prize across the whole website, all right? That's it. Let's hope it's not a massive problem. I suppose if it is a big problem, then it'll make some great content. If it's not, then it'll save me a few quid when I'm paying the VRS invoice, all right? Look out for that video. Hit like if you like this video. Hit subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.